Obama completely destroyed Donald Trump in a speech earlier at the opening session of the new Obama Library. You guys have to see this. She rarely gives speeches. Her and her husband, they speak up when important, but they don't speak up too often. So it's very rare to see one of the Obamas giving a speech.
If you will compare Melania Trump makeup and Michelle Obama, which one is your favorite?
She looks weird as fuck. I don't know if is that a real human or not, but this one looks natural. Yeah.
I have to go with Michelle Obama.
Michelle Obama.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, I just cannot pick her no matter what. Like,
Okay.
regardless of anything.
It's a non-asante.
Define classic. What do you
I
like?
mean, like, which makeup do you prefer? Makeup look.
The first one.
Michelle Obama.
Yes, Michelle Obama. Yes.
Why?
From where I'm standing, let's do it again. The all right.
Yeah.
The black around the eyes, I'm not a fan of it. Yeah, that
This
was
is more
clean.
classic.
Yeah, very clean. Yeah. But I feel like, I guess, where she had a fashion show.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think because women wear makeup like based off of the event too, right? So that one looks like she's going to a fashion show. This one looks like she's about to get a job or something.
But this makeup is also her like signature style, Melania Trump. So she's
Got
like.
it. Right. Yeah, I
But
can't
no,
do the black
Michelle,
eyes. Though.
yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome. And thank you very much for your kind words. Motherhood. The life-changing event that makes women invincible and exposed at the same time. It's remarkable, really, that my son's life creates unimaginable, unpredictable concerns and thrills for me, even until this day. All caring mothers understand this rare feeling. Nothing against fathers, of course. But in my opinion, and I'm sure everyone in this room agrees, only a mother can grasp this particular point. Military mothers and America, together, have developed an extraordinary parallel journey. They are filled with stories of personal sacrifice, determination, loss, and healing. Certainly, only military mothers have experienced this level of grace and resilience of American life. And finally, aging. A sudden shift in family dynamics. An unexpected positioning change in life when caretakers become the caregivers. If this has happened within your family, you understand the precious nature of motherhood. Here now, in the White House, at this pivotal moment, I urge you to prioritize your well-being.
Barack, you gotta look at me. You told me all those years ago that you couldn't promise me the world, but you could promise me an interesting life. And of course, you outdid yourself and managed to give me both. I know it hasn't always been easy, but there hasn't been a single second through this experience that standing by your side hasn't left me in awe. 8 years in the crucible, and not once did you melt from the heat. Not once did you let it harden you. Instead, you used it to reveal your truest essence, your stubborn optimism and unflinching courage, your dazzling brilliance and unpretentious decency, your ferocious work ethic, and absolutely unshakable moral fiber. And to do it all as a first, and the higher standard that comes with all that, the claims that a U.S. senator and constitutional law expert wasn't qualified for the job, the lies about your birthright, your faith, your patriotism, The outrage when you stated the biological fact that if you'd had a son, that he too would be black. Yet, you were unflappable at every turn, always focused, always calm, always looking at the long view. How absurd it is to even imagine that you might have buckled under the pressure even once, lashed out in frustration, lost your temper. How absurd it is to imagine that you might have done anything but make our family and this entire country proud.
How many would agree with me if I said Michelle Obama was a better first lady than Melania Trump?
Why are Maga so obsessed with Michelle Obama? The answer is pretty obvious, I think, to most of us, that Maga is a movement which is predominantly white male with a low level of intelligence, a lack of education, and a complete deficit of critical thinking skills. And so studies show that men who fall into this sort of category of being deeply inadequate and having low intelligence are very aggressive and resentful towards women, and especially global majority women, because they represent everything that these individuals are not. Global majority women have had to deal with the kinds of adversity that these men have no idea of. And so they see that level of courage. But with somebody like Michelle Obama, who has achieved a level of success, she's highly intelligent, she's also very strong. That combination is absolutely terrifying to MAGA. It makes them pee their pants. And that was obvious from the ridiculous spectacle that was laid on at the White House, which was a combination of a sort of sad authoritarian birthday party meets emperor trying to distract the masses from a war which is really completely pointless and draining the resources at home. So the point remains that that kind of slur about a woman who has contributed and has made a difference in a lot of ways, which kind of are completely incomparable to the people who were at the White House last night. For her name to be degraded like that says a huge amount about where American politics is right now. And that should not be minimized. Whilst Michelle Obama is incredibly strong and intelligent and successful, she's still a person who has feelings and deserves a level of not just respect, but kindness. And that is something that this administration is absolutely bereft in, because they are inadequate, so deeply inadequate. And we see it, and we won't minimize it, and we will keep calling it out, and we will show our support to the strong, capable women like Michelle Obama, because their time is coming where this authoritarian circus is going to end. And I think they know it.
So Michelle Obama just pulled off something that is absolutely insane and something that politicians rarely manage to do. She gave a speech that everyone knew was about Donald Trump without ever mentioning Donald Trump. At the opening of Obama Presidential Center in Chicago, she talked about democracy, public service, civic responsibility, community, leadership, and the idea that America belongs to all of us, not just one person. Shocking, right? And that is where it all got funny, because she didn't spend the speech attacking Donald Trump like he would, right? She simply described what leadership is supposed to look like. You know, serving the public instead of yourself, building institutions instead of attacking them, bringing people together instead of trying to divide them, focusing on citizens instead of creating a personality cult. The irony is that nobody had to connect the dots for her. The audience just did it automatically. Imagine being roasted so thoroughly that your name never even comes up but everyone knows it's about you. That's political psychology 101. The most effective criticism isn't always telling people who the villain is. It's reminding the people what normal looks like and letting their brains do the rest. And let's be honest, the contrast was just hard to miss. Because on one side, a presidential center dedicated to civic engagement, volunteerism, education, and the idea that democracy belongs to everyone. And on the other, a political movement built around one man, whose supporters literally wear his name on hats, shirts, flags, I don't know, coffee mugs, and every surface possible. And buy Trump watches, Trump sneakers, Trump, 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 Trump. At that point, Michelle Obama, she didn't even need to make an argument. The reality itself did it for her. And the truly devastating part, in my opinion, she never said Donald Trump. She never had to. Yet somehow everyone knew that's exactly who she's talking about. That's when you know your speech landed hard. Or when she mentioned the Nobel Peace Prize. That's just a nail in that coffin.
Right now, MAGA American or MAGA voters are fuming, are so raged, they are mad that Barack Obama and Michelle Obama are topping the headlines in America today. You know, MAGA believes that Trump and Millenia are the one to be topping the headlines. Trump is the one to be doing the best. Millenia is the one to be giving out the best speeches and everything. All right. So MAGA American are so mad finding out that Barack Obama and Michelle Obama are now the one topping. And you know what? Barack Obama is a black, and Michelle Obama is also black. So when they see a black person being glorified, being seen, they feel bad. Because MAGA American are the one who are out there, cursing Obama, right? On about the Obamacare. And they were cursing Obamacare after finding out that the Affordable Care Act is also under Obamacare. So they have been taught one thing. They have been taught to hate anything to do with a black person. Anything that has been made by a black person should be ignored, should be left behind, you know. And that's the bad thing. That's a bad idea. For me to see you trying to troll something that is helping you, calling it names, trying to step on it, trying to erase it, I feel like you don't know the value of something, because you so choosing your skin color over somebody else. You're choosing what you want over somebody else. So, MAGA American, it happened that they are the one who are voting for DJT. They were thinking that DJT will do the best things. They will give them the best service, the best life, affordable life, and everything will be easy for them. But they have just find out that everything that they are voting for is not what they are getting. So they are sure that Barack Obama is still, regardless of him not being in the office, he is still doing the most. He's still doing the best. And why? Because Barack Obama has a legacy. Barack Obama has a heart of being a leader. Barack Obama, there's a way he controls the environment. There's a way he controls everything. So I feel like DJT is just has failed already as a president. And MAGA should stop being mad over seeing Millenia, Michelle Obama topping the headlines more than Millenia Trump. Because when something is best, when something is good, give them their flowers. Because Michelle is doing the most. Let's give her the flowers and everything. Obama is doing the most. Let's give him his flowers. Let's give him what he deserves. Let's stop on. We are not in the era of still choosing your own somebody's interest over your own interest. Let's stop choosing somebody else's interest. Let's giving somebody what they want over our own interest. Let's stop making our minds so rigid. Wait, let's open our mind. Let's think out of the box. Let's think about the best. Let's stop on acting like everything's okay when everything is a mess. Right now, America is a mess. And I think it's high time we should stop acting like Trump is going to do something better. So, MAGA voters, you are the one to fix this. You are the one to know what you have been through. You are the one to choose who to believe in, who to be loyal to. Because I don't think JT is coming to do this thing again. I don't think you are now believing in him again, because JT has messed America up. So hearing the speech of Michelle Obama during the opening of the Obama's library, I felt like this woman is organized. This woman has something. This woman is speaking to people that she knows how to handle the crowd. I'm not trying to compare Michelle Obama with the Millenia Obama, but even if you are a human being, you can see by your eyes, you can tell that everything needs to be fixed, and something, whenever someone misses something, you can tell. Barack Obama misses his own. Everybody has their own faults. I mean, their own flaws. But also, let's look at what is the person doing to the community. To American that MAGA voters are now angry. They are now raged that Barack Obama is now becoming the most iconic person in America compared to DJT, Donald Trump. That's true. And let's not try to escape that whole thing, because everything that we know and we are talking about here is like that DJT is failing America, and it's true that he is failing Americans, and they all know that he is failing them. But how can they accept? Tell in the comments. Do you feel like Donald Trump will be able to recover all the cost he has caused the Americans? Comment here and like the video, and the most important thing is kindly subscribe here. They love you.